This is a quick tutorial on how to manage your document libraries. Click on the gear, Cite Content, and navigate to your library that you would like to work on. In order to tag your documents or label them, we're going to create columns. So click on Library and Library Settings. And for my particular library, I have a library of newsletters. So I want to create a column, and I'm going to call my column Newsletter Type. I can choose from any of these types, but I'd like to choose Choice. And for my choices, I know in my library I have 3 types of newsletters. For my first selection, I'm going to put Select 1. So I always remember that I'm supposed to select the newsletter type. And the type of newsletters I have in my library are Principals newsletters, Counseling newsletters, and PTA newsletters. The drop-down menu is fine, and I'll click OK. The second type of identifying feature of my document library is the month that the newsletters were created. So I'm going to create a second column, and I want to call it Month. Again, at this time I want it to be a choice again. And I'm going to make Select 1 my first choice, so I always remember to select. And I'm going to list my months of the year: September, October, November, and click OK. Now I want to go back to my document library. So I'm going to click on the gear, Cite Content, go back to my document library, and I see my 2 column types are there. Now I want to go ahead and label each document to those 2 types of columns. So I can do it in 2 ways. I can click on the first set of ellipses, the second set of ellipses, and edit properties. So for my November 13th counseling newsletter, the newsletter type is going to be Counseling, and the month is going to be November. And save. Now I can go ahead and continue and tag all of my documents accordingly. A faster way to do it is to click on Library and Quick Edit, and this gives me sort of a data sheet view. I can click inside all the empty boxes and go ahead and label my documents. Once my documents are all tagged, I'm going to click on Stop Editing This List. And now I have my document library with all my documents tagged with the 2 columns that I created. So now what I would like to do is create a view. Click on Library, Library Settings, and I'd like to create a view. It's all the way at the bottom. Standard View. And I'm going to name this Website View because this is the view that I want to be displayed on my website. So the first thing I do is go ahead and choose the columns that I'd like to show. I do want the type with the little icon. I do want the name of the document that's hyperlinked to the document. I'm not too concerned with modified, which is the modified date. I'm not concerned with modified by. I don't want the newsletter type column to show, but I would like the month column to show. This time I would like to group them by the heading newsletter type. So all the principals, counseling, and PTA newsletters all show up together. I click OK, and this gives me a preview of my website view. Now, if I want to bring this view into my web page, I click on Gear, Site Content. I go to my Pages folder and choose the page where I would like that document library to show. I'm going to click on Edit to open this page, to edit this page. And I want to add a web part. And the web part, you can leave the apps as is. Choose your library that you would like to show and click Add. And to the right of that web part, you will see a small arrow. Click on that arrow and choose Edit Web Part. A menu should pop up on the right side of your window, and you want to select the view that you would like displayed. I called mine Website View. You get a pop-up window telling you that you will make changes to your view. Just click OK, and click OK to close the right-hand menu. Now if you check in, continue, you will see your page with the web part of your document library in the view that you have chosen.